YouTubers. Today's video, I'm bringing you guys the best settings in Warzone 2 for the Season 3 update. A lot of you guys have been asking, what are your settings? This is an updated video for the new update to have the best frames, best audio, best visual, best controller settings. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video. Gonna give a quick shout out to the Noda Gang, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, guys, starting off with our settings, we're gonna jump right into what everyone wants to know, the controller settings. Those of you guys that do watch me, you know I rock a controller. For those of you guys that always ask, I rock my own Ryda PS5 aim controller. You can go to AimControllers.com, use code Ryda at checkout for big time savings and shipping. They got them fully customizable, different colors, different directions, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox. They are absolutely goated, and this is how I shoot so straight. Without further ado, jumping aboard with our controller settings. For the button layout, I'm going to play on tactical layout. For those of you guys that don't know what tactical is, it's going to move your crouch and prone to your right stick and move your melee to your circle button. With that being said, on my controller, I do play with 3 paddles. The bottom left paddle is bound to X, which allows me to jump. The top right paddle is bound to triangle, which allows me to plate up and switch weapons. And the bottom right paddle is bound to circle, which allows me to melee. This allows me to look around with my left stick, aim with my right stick without taking my fingers off the stick, to jump with X, melee with circle, switch weapons with triangle, and reload with square. So I'm able to do that with the paddles on the back of my controller. That's why I am playing on tactical button layout. For flip L1 and L2, I have digital triggers and bumpers on my aim controller. What does that mean? I have mouse click, bumpers, and triggers on my controller. Here's an example of what they look like. That's all it takes for me to aim down sights. This is all it takes for me to shoot my weapon. So I have mouse clicks, so I don't play with flip L1 and L2. You guys want to play with that? By all means, play with what is most comfortable for you. So jumping aboard here, again, we're playing on tactical layout, bumper ping off, stick layout is on default, controller vibration is off, and this is a big one. You guys need to turn your vibration off on your controllers. This is gonna hinder your ability to aim. It's gonna hurt your aim. You don't need vibration on, turn it off. Sliding on down to the sensitivity, another thing everyone always asks for. I play on 13 cents, and that's very high. And in my opinion, this is what when I switched a controller 10 months ago from mouse and keyboard, I stuck with 13.75 because it was what was most comfortable for me. I love this sense. I'll never change it. This is my go-to. I think with Warzone 2 being such a fast TTK, you need something to where you can move around, look around fast and quick. So 13.75 ADS sense multiplier. So whenever I do ADS with weapons, I can beam at long ranges on controller. For sense multiplier, play on 1 all across the board for third person, ground vehicles, air vehicles, and tablet sense. For the vertical aim axis, all this is on standard. For my gameplay, my ADS behavior, I'm on hold, change, zoom, shared input, sprint, tac, sprint, focus, which I'm not sure what that means, but I just left it at that. Again, I want to reiterate with you guys, for these settings, these are what I play on and what I love to use and what I play on every single day. I think these are a good basis to start with, and then you can make a few tweaks here and there to make your gameplay better. For automatic sprint, also known as ATS, I play with ATS on. You guys see me a lot. I'll turn this off and turn it off and on. I don't think it's a very big deal in Warzone 2 because there's not a lot of movement, but there's a lot of good akimbo weapons that you can't use with ATS. That's why you guys see me rocking it off and on. But for the most part, we're going to call it on. Equipment behavior, hold, weapon mount activation, ADS melee, interact, reload behavior. This is a really big setting, so please pay attention. Prioritize interact. What does this mean? A lot of you guys ask, Ryda, how do you loot so fast? So what prioritize interact means is you can tap your square button to loot, and you can hold it to interact or reload. So when you're running through a building and you're grabbing plates, ammunition, and a weapon, it's tapping the square button. You pick up, you shoot the gun. When you go to reload, you hold the square button. This makes looting and playing the game way better. It makes it faster so you can get to more killing. You're not wasting so much time or getting caught off guard trying to pick things up or reload. Finally, for our last option in the controller setting, armor plate behavior, apply all. What does this mean? When you hit triangle one time, you put on 3 plates. You put them all on with 1 triangle press. If this setting is on apply 1, you're literally going to have to hit triangle 3 times and put on 3 plates. This is a big one as well. Jumping aboard to the advanced setting of the controller, I do play with aim assist on. If you don't play with aim assist on, you need to get your head checked, man. That's the reason why you use controller, and it is absolutely broken. Turn it on and use my settings. I promise you will be beaming people. Aim assist type, I play on default. Black Ops used to be meta. It got nerfed. In my opinion, default is the way. ADS aim assist on as well. Third person ADS correction type assist. Another big one here, aim response curve needs to be on dynamic. If you guys don't know what these are, standard is okay, linear is all right, but dynamic is absolutely broken. And trust me, this is the sticky aim assist that you do want. Default aim assist, dynamic aim response curve. Trust me, just try it. ADS sense multiplier, again, is at 0.75. ADS sense transition timing is instant. Custom sense per zoom. Now, if you don't need to change this, I just do because I'm OCD, 0.75 all the way from low zoom all the way up to high zoom. Input dead zone, this is important, please pay attention. For your left and right stick minimum, that is controller based. That is controller based. If you have stick drift, that's where you need to adjust your left and right stick dead zones. At the bottom here, for the left trigger and the right trigger, these need to be on 0. The more they are, the worse it is, if that makes sense. They need to be on 0, so it is immediate. When you click this trigger, it is doing what you want it to do. It is aiming down sight, it's shooting. Those need to be on 0. For controller orientation, we have it on up. Gyro aiming, this is all off. We don't want to do this funky stuff. For movement behaviors, we have on toggle tack sprint behavior because we have ATS on. Auto move forward, we have off. Tactical sprint behavior, we have double tap. Grounded mantle, we have on. Airborne automatic mantle, we have partial, so we're not getting stuck on so many ledges and mantling stuff we don't want to. Automatic ground mantle off. Invert slide and dive behavior. A lot of you guys ask, Ryda, how do you do that like boost jump? And you see a lot of professional players do it. You see a lot of great creators do it. What they're doing is they're playing with this setting turned to inverted. What does it do? You tap to dive and you hold to slide with inverted on. So when you go to jump off of a building, you tap, in my case, tap my right stick. So I dive out, pull my chute, you get a boost as you jump. Big setting. Please turn this to inverted and get used to it. Thank me later. Plunging underwater, set the movement. Parachute auto deploy. Those of you guys that break your legs, Stone Mountain, Tin the Tap Man, turn this on. You don't need it on though. Just remember to pull your chute. Sprinting door bash is a big one. Sprinting through doors to open doors for sound cues, audio cues, breaking cameras. That needs to be on. Ledge, hang, mantle behavior. Mantle only. ADS stick swap, off. Backpack, alternate control, off. Weapon, mount, movement, exit, on. So when you're mounted and you want to go somewhere, all you do is just move left on the stick, move right on the stick, and it gets you off your mount. Weapon, mount, exit, delay. Medium, depleted ammo, weapon switch. When you're out of ammo, it's going to automatically switch to your other weapon. On. Quick C4 detonation. This needs to be on. It's set to off for some reason. You throw a C4, all you need to do is do the quick detonation to blow it up ASAP. Exactly what it means. Vehicle camera, default, camera initial, free look. Scoreboard, toggle, ping wheel, moderate, double tap, moderate, wheel menu, hold. That being said, I hope you guys do enjoy the controller settings. We're not done yet. Let's jump on board with the visual settings to get the best frames and the best color in Warzone 2. Starting off immediately with our display settings, we are playing on full screen exclusive for the best frames and the best performance out of our PC. Of course, as you guys know, we are on PC. We're not on console. This is what I would run for you guys. There's a few settings on console that you should copy, but all my PC players, I've got the sauce for you. I play on a 27-inch, 240 hertz, 1440p monitor. It's a gigabyte monitor. I love it. It's the best ever. I'm on a 4090, 240 hertz refresh rate, 2K resolution, dynamic res off. There's a lot of people that ask me, Ryda, how does your game run so stable? How are the colors look so good? How do you have over 200 frames? These settings play a big part, and this also plays a big part. For those of you guys that are dev erroring, these are the settings for the sauce. Trust me when I say this. Dynamic res off, aspect ratio automatic, VSync off. That's a big one. Keep that turned off. It's off for gameplay and menus. Custom frame rate limit, I have it set to unlimited. In my last video, I had this cap. Those of you guys, if you see up here where my cursor is, my GPU is at 39 degrees. Those of you guys that are having GPU temperature issues, or your GPU runs hot or is loaded, you should turn on custom frame rate limit, and you should limit your frames, because right here in the main menu, there's no reason to have 180 frames. All that's doing is causing your GPU temperatures to rise for no reason whatsoever. I have great cooling on my PC, so I don't worry about it. Those of you guys that struggle, cap them. So, because when you load into a game, sometimes you'll hit 400, 500 FPS. That is causing your temps of your GPU to rise for no reason. So, cap those if you need to. If not, all good. Display gamma, 2.2. This is specific to a monitor setting. Brightness, I play on my brightness at 55. This is totally personal preference. I like it to be a little bit brighter than what Call of Duty wants. They want you about 50, 49, 50. I like 55 as a sweet spot for me. High dynamic range, off as well. Jumping up over the quality tab. Custom quality set, 100% render res, so I'm actually getting that 2K quality out of my monitor. For upscaling and sharpening, I play on Fidelity FX Cast on 51. I heard the higher you rise this, the more chance you have it a dev error, so I leave it there. I like the way it looks. Anti-aliasing, we play on Filmic SMA T2X. Anti-aliasing quality, normal. Video memory, 90. Texture resolution, I'm really big on getting frames. I think frames win games. I like my game to look good, though, for you guys on the YouTube, you guys on my live streams on Kick and Facebook. I like my quality to look good in my game, but I also want good frames. So there's a method to my madness for all of these, while some are on low, while some are on high, and we'll go through it. Texture, resolution, filter, anisotropic, and nearby level of detail, all on low. You get a little tip right here. When you look at the picture, it will tell you the effect it has on your memory and on your CPU if you do change these. So high effect on memory, which is your RAM, and medium effect on CPU, the texture filter. Low effect on RAM, low effect on CPU, medium on GPU. So you see distant level of detail. I had this on high. I want detail at ranges so I can see enemies at far range. Does it matter? Personally, I think it does. That's why I run it. Clutter draw distance, long as well. Particle quality, low. You don't need this high. Particle quality level, very low. You don't want this effect on your memory. Bullet impacts. I have these turned off for better frames. It's holes in the walls, holes in doors. You can turn them on. It does affect your performance a little bit. Persistent damage layers, on. Shader quality, low. Tessellation, off. Terrain memory, minimum. On-demand texture streaming, off. Keep this setting off, please. You will dev error turning that on. Streaming quality, low. Volumetric quality, low. Deferred physics quality, off. This is a water setting. This needs tweak, but I have it off for right now. Water caustics, off. Shadow map resolution, low. Screen space shadows, off. Spot shadow quality, high. This has something to do being able to see enemies in dark areas with shadows. It has to be on high for me. I personally like it. If you need more frames, your GPU's taxed, turn it down. Spot cache, low. This is very, very, very taxing on your memory. Please keep it low. Particle lighting, low. Ambient occlusion, absolutely off. Screen space reflections, off. Static reflection quality, low. Weather grid, low. NVIDIA reflex, low latency, on plus boost. Depth of field, when you're ADSing, everything out of your ADS is going to be blurry. Turn it off. Motion blur, turn it off. It'll make you sick. Weapon motion blur, turn it off. It'll make you sick. And filament grain is like that grainy, like sharp look to your game. It looks absolutely terrible. Keep it off. Keep it on 0. View, I play on 119 FOV. There's a method to my madness. I feel like you get more aim assist, you lose aim assist less than playing on 120, and it's personally my favorite. This is an absolutely big one for all of you guys out there, especially my controller players. ADS field of view needs to be on affected. This gets rid of so much visual recoil and allows you to be such a better player. Weapon field of view, wide, to make the weapon look smaller on your screen so you have more to see when you're looking out past your gun. Third person field of view, 90. Vehicle field of view, wide, make your vehicle smaller to see more on the map. This is a big one. Camera movement. Those of you guys that do struggle with visual recoils, the gun shaking, the smoke, you need to take a look right here. First of all, you need to be on affected. Second of all, you need to be on wide weapon field of view. Third of all, these settings right here, change them to least. This is all that camera shake, camera movement. You're changing it to least, third person ADS, and game perspective. These first two, you're getting the least camera movement possible in Warzone. So that means your gun's shaking less. Everything is shaking less. It makes the game way more enjoyable to play. Jumping aboard with the third setting. A lot of you guys always ask me about my audio. So here's the audio sauce that I use. Are you going to hear everything? No, the audio in this game is absolutely terrible, but this is the sauce I use. This is what I love. I'll give you guys what I got. So I play on PC audio mix, and I play with loudness equalization on. I'll show you guys that in a second. PC audio mix, max volume, turn it down in your headphones. That's what I do. I turn it down on my Go XLR, turn it down on my slider. Music off, I don't need to hear it. Dialogue low, don't really care. Effect 100. Voice chat volume 100 to hear the idiots when you kill them. This is what your game's playing through. This is your game, again, what your game's playing through. Voice chat on, proc chat, death comms, it's great. Game voice channel, all lobby, last words voice chat. So when you do knock them, you do down them. That's how you get the voice chat. Proc chat, this is for your PC or your console. Mic mode, I play on push to talk. Microphone input, this is whatever you use. Mic level 100. Yada, 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 yada. Mono audio. This is an absolutely big one. We need this to be off. If you guys don't know what this means, you can read right here. If this is on, you're not getting directional audio. If this is on and someone's coming from your left, you're going to get the audio from your left and your right ear. If it's off, it'll be from your left. This gets rid of directional audio. This needs to be off. Reduce tinnitus sound. I had an audio guy tell me this needs to be on. Do I know if it needs to be on or off? You guys listen to my audio and let me know. I just don't change the settings. I think it does need to be on. I think it does need to be on because from the flashbangs and the stunts, my opinion. Advanced audio settings, Juggernaut on, Hitmarker, Modern Warfare, and mute gain will minimize off. Jumping on board with the audio. I talked about loudness equalization. We're here at desktop. How do you turn on loudness equalization? Right click on this, go to sounds, playback. Right here, I use a Go XLR, so I have I have a game channel, which is what my game is played through. I turn it up and down on here. Right click on it. Properties. Levels enhancement. Loudness equalization. You have it checked on apply, but wait, there's more. Loudness equalization settings. The closer you turn this to short, the better the audio is. You didn't hear from me. Don't tell anybody, okay? Just make sure you sub to the channel, okay? Short, okay. Apply, okay. That's my audio. Now getting into the grid of it, what everyone else wants to know that came for the color settings. Color settings. Here we go. So we'll go through our interface. Yada yada yada. You don't, and this is all total personal preference for color settings, color customization, filter to both. That means it's going to be in the menu and in the game. 100. Here are my colors. I changed my neutral pings from the color they are to pink because I can see it better. It's better on my eyes. Those of you guys that always ask, Ryda, how does your game look so colorful, so vibrant? Why does the Chic Island look so well? I use these filters, color filter 2, and I play with my desktop digital vibrance turned to 100. When we get out of this section, I'll tab out and I'll show you what my desktop color settings are as well. You guys can screenshot, you can save that. Once we get done, just stick around for the video and I'll show you guys. Subtitles default, yada, 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 yada. Heads up, I have it on 100. You guys can change this if you want. I've always put it on 100. I like it this way. Minimap, square. This needs to be square. You get to see 30% more of your minimap when it's on square over circle. If you're playing on circle, you're a bot. You need to change it. You're probably watching the video. Minimap rotation on, horizontal compass on, crosshairs on. I like to see what I'm looking at. Hit marker visuals on, damage-based hit markers on. Full name, totally personal preference, in-game text chat on, vehicle HUD prompts, fade after 5, center dot for your centering, puts a dot on your screen, your little dot that you can use to traverse around what you're looking at, your map. It's really good for centering and keeping you at a level playing field for headshots. Needs to be on. Center dot scale, default. Telemetry, I'm illiterate, I'm sorry. This is what shows in the top left corner right here. FPS, server latency, packet loss, graphics card temperature. You can put your time, you can put the clock. You can put the clock, you put your CPU time, personal preference. That's what I like to have on. I got these on default. You can make them bigger if you want. Doesn't matter to me. You can put a connection meter on there. And then you got gameplay tips on, off, network in-game alert icons. If you're lagging, if the internet gets something, you know, on. This is a new setting, inverted flash. All you guys that watch me play, when I get flashbang, my screen goes black instead of going white. It's hard on my eyes. I like it going black. This is the setting you need to turn on for that. Parallax effects on. This is just for reducing motion sickness. And use system mouse cursor off. System key behavior, operating system. Those of you guys that wanted the color settings, like I told you, color filter 2, both. But you go to your desktop here. You go right here to video control panel. When you're at NVIDIA control panel, you're going to go right here to adjust desktop color settings. And as you guys see, I have mine on 100%. You see what it's doing on my desktop? I play with this on 100 for max vibrance and max color for my game. Totally up to you guys. I'll do a quick scroll through here from manage my 3D settings. You guys want to take a screenshot or screen record? Totally up to you. This is what I use. This is what my PC guy recommends. I hope you guys do the same and use these settings for the best performance. That'll do it for the in-game settings. Again, I'll go ahead and show you guys my controller, PS5 aim controller, digital buttons, mouse click buttons, mouse click bumpers, mouse click triggers, detachable thumbsticks. Your thumbsticks go bad, all you do, pop them off just like that. You take a new one, you pop it right back on. Lifetime warranty on all modded parts. Yes, you get stick drift. Yes, you break a paddle. They will replace it for free. That's a controller I am using. Here's another one, blue and pink. Here's another one, Ryda blue. Multiple controllers, this is all I believe in. If you want to shoot straight, if you want to shoot nukes, if you want to get accused for cheating, if you want to drop bangers, or you just want yourself a nice controller that looks good, AimControllers.com, code Ryda at checkout. Get yourself one. I hope you guys did enjoy the settings video. Let me know down below in the comments what I did cover, what I didn't cover. If you do enjoy the settings, you've been waiting on it. If season 3 is a W or an L, hope you guys do enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the next one.
Got a super bad bitch, feel like Jonah Hill. Look at how she walk, and you know